Assalamu alaikum. Traditional Mathematics 4037 students will be learning today about exponential equations, and this is basically the part of indices and surds, and we have discussed the laws of indices and their application. So now we are moving ahead with exercise 3.2, and 3.2 is all about exponential equations. We have to solve exponential equations, and you guys are very much familiar with the word solve. Whenever the solve word comes, we know that we have to find the value of the variable, and we have to solve these exponential equations. Exponential equations are basically those equations in which the variable is in the exponent. The variable is in the power, the variable is in the exponent. For example, this is a variable and this is in the exponent. So this is basically an equation, and the equations in which the variable is in the exponent or power is called exponential equations. So we have to solve these exponential equations. You can clearly see that the variable is in the power, and we have to solve it. We have to find the value of x, and we did solve the linear and the non-linear equations, the quadratic equations. So now this is a different type of equation. It's an exponential equation, and the key plan, the action plan will be a to the power x equals to a to the power n. When the bases become same on both the sides, the power automatically gets equal and we get our answer. This is basically the action plan. We have to make the bases same on both the sides. When the bases are same on both the sides, the powers automatically get equals and we got our answer. So this is basically the action plan we'll be following, and this is the a very common law of indices in which anything that has a power 0 equals to 1. So we will also be using this rule, and we will just have to do only one thing. We have to remember that we have to make the bases same on both the sides. This is our key plan, and we'll be sticking to it, and we'll just have to make the bases same. The first step is to make the base same. When the bases are same, the powers will automatically get equal, and we just have to solve them further. We have to simplify them to get the answer. So this is basically example number 5 of your book. This is basically the standard form of the exponential equations in which we have a base and a variable in the exponent, and then we have equals to and then a constant, a number. So this is the standard form of the exponential equation. Example number 5, we have the first question is 4 to the power x equals to 1 upon 16, and our action plan is simple. We just have to make the bases on both the side. The base on this side is 4, and there is a number that is 16, and we know that we can convert 16 into 4. So you guys know that how can you convert this. You know that the 4 power square is 16, so I can write it like this, 4 square, and then I can clearly see that there is no denominator here, so I have to bring this into the numerator. I have to bring this into the numerator. And how can I do that? I know the law of indices of negative exponent. I can shift this in the numerator, and I know that the power will become negative, because the negative power law says whenever you want to make your power positive, you have to shift everything in the denominator, and I can use it in the reverse as well to get my answer. I will shift this whole 4 square into the numerator, and as a result my power will get negative. So now my first step is complete. Asking me the question, sir, where did this 4 go? This is basically our action plan. When the bases are same, when the bases are same, the powers automatically got equal and we got our answer. So that is just simple thing. So now moving on to the next question, we have 5 to the power x square minus 1 and we have 1 on the other side. We'll be sticking to our action plan. The action plan is the same. The action plan says that you have to make the bases, we have to make the bases on both the side equal. We cannot make, we cannot convert this 5 into 1, but we know that we can write 5 uh, in such a way that we can make uh, 5 1, and I can use the law of indices. I know that anything that has a power 0 becomes 1. I can use that rule. So I will write this like 5x square, and this will be minus 1, and I will transform this 1 into 5 to the power 0, because I know that anything that has a power 0 equals to 1. So now after doing this, I can clearly see that both the bases on both the sides are equal. So I just have to write the powers. Now this will be x square minus 1, and this will be equals to 0. And now I have to solve it further to get the value of x. This will be x square, and this minus 1 will go on the other side and it will get positive. So it will be positive 1, and I know that in order to remove this square, I have to take the square root on both the sides. And you know that after removing the square root, I will have to put a positive and a negative sign like this, and the square root of 1 is 1. So this is basically the answer of x. You just have to make the base same, and the rest is just a simplification. We have part C, and part C we have this number on this side. So first we'll shift it on the other side, and we will write 9 2x plus 1, and then this negative 27 will be shifted on the other side and it will become positive, and this will be 27 to the power x. And now I have to make my base common. I cannot make 9 27 or 27 9, but I can convert it to a common number, that is 3. I can write 9 in form of 3, and it will be 3 times square. 3 square is basically 9, and the whole power will be as it is, that is 2x plus 1. And I can write 27 as 3 to the power cube. 3 times 3 is 27, and this x will be outside. So now what will I do? I will just apply the double power law, that is multiply both the powers. So this will be 3, and this 2 will be multiplied with 2x, it will become 4x. And this 2 will be multiplied with 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and this is again 3, and it will be multiplied with x, so it will become 3x. So now I can see that both the bases are same. So I will now just equate the powers, and the powers will be 4x plus 2, and it will be equal to 3x. And now I just have to simplify it. I will shift this 3x on this side, so it will be negative, and 4x, I will solve it over here. This will be 4x minus 3x, and I will shift this positive 2 on the other side. It will get subtracted and it will be negative 2, and I know that 4x minus 3x will be x, and the value of x is equals to minus 2. So this is my answer. This was all about exponential equations, and we have some more questions, some more complex questions. We have a whole exercise 3.2 on this topic. So we'll be looking at some more questions. For now, there are only 3 parts, and these 3 parts, the key plan is very simple. You just have to make the bases same. When the bases are same, you just have to equate the powers and you get your answer after simplification.